2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the San Antonio Spurs up against the Los Angeles Clippers. Checking out the Clippers, they can't have any complaints about the way they've started the new season. They're 4-1 coming into this sixth game and have looked very, very sharp. And you look at Kawhi Leonard, we know about his defensive accolades, but Shaq, that offensive game.
You know, you guys may disagree. Second best player in the league, period. Don't ask me no question. Balanced scorer. He can take you inside, mid-range, beyond the arc, anywhere.
And no more questions for you.
Nope.
Okay.
Second best, so he's better than Steph. He's better than Durant. He's better than Giannis. He does stay within himself, keeps his turnovers down, and takes a good shot. Lofty company.
He is a Kawhi superstar.
Excuse me.
Oh.
Made me cough that out.
He is a Kawhi superstar.
Kawhi, did you say that?
Kawhi.
So why did you say that?
Because I knew you would appreciate it.
I like it.
That's exactly Kawhi.
Who,
I
what,
did it.
when, and Kawhi.
Oh, that was a good one. Kawhi, I did it.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. We're wearing our costumes. We hope you are too. Happy Halloween as 2K Sports presents the NBA. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum. And, of course, the Spurs. They're right in third place now.
And I think for San Antonio, they had plenty of doubters before the season started, but I can't imagine there's anybody out there that's taking them lightly anymore.
Well, how could you? They're a team that's actually feared at this point, and that is legit. They go into every single game, no matter who's the opponent, and they expect to win.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a prolific scorer, but he's also a dangerous drive and kick weapon. He said, "I never pay attention to the defender guarding me. I look at the four guys behind him and how they react. A lot of times I don't even look to score. I draw 3 or 4 guys and get my teammates open shots." Kevin?
Great vision, David. Thank you. A lot of experience out on that floor in front of us, Brent. Your career spanned 14 seasons. Talk about how you saw the game differently as a veteran player versus the first couple years in the NBA.
Well, I saw it from the bench, quite frankly, as a veteran, Kevin.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hold on now. I know that's not altogether true.
I think the game just slows down. You start to understand that there is a tempo and a rhythm, not only to any given quarter, but any given game and any given season. So it's really, Kevin, about the idea of it slowing down. And I did sit on the bench towards the end, Kevin. That is true.
A little bit.
14's still a good number.
But it turned out well for you.
Well, I get to sit next to you.
Well, it's a lot of fun. You're right. It's a lot of fun. And to look at the starters for San Antonio, it's Aldridge at the power forward with Pirtle at center. White is out there with Murray, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 slot. And for Los Angeles, Shamet and George at the 2 and the 3. They're down low at 4 with Harrell in the middle, and it's Beverly in at the point guard position. And so the Los Angeles Clippers get the first points of the ballgame. Back to Aldridge. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. It's George on the wing. DeRozan defending. George passes to Harrell. Here's Leonard. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against the Utah Jazz. 5 to shoot. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Leonard's got 5.
And Kawhi Leonard has worked so hard on his shooting to become more consistent, specifically the 3-point shot.
White looking around. Pirtle finds Murray. And he's good on the 3 ball.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let-up, GA. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now, here's DeRozan. He had 28 points in the win against Portland. Stolen by George. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Murray, it's blocked. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity. Beverly wide open. No good on the triple. The Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Murray. And it's Shamet with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Leonard. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And here's White. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. And that one, good.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Are you asking me, GA? I'm not sure.
Now, here's George. A 3 ball. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. And it's Murray penetrating. And it's Murray with the jam.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Beverly against White. Bounce pass from Beverly. Here's Leonard. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one, Kevin. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Here's Pirtle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's difficult to stay down on Pirtle's pump fake. He really exploits defenders with it.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of the evening. First free throw is good.
And thinking back to last postseason, the Clippers did not back down to the Warriors at all.
Well, LA was a much more physical team. I think they knew going in that the only way that they had a shot was to be disruptive, and they brought that on both ends of the floor, and that was going against a healthy Kevin Durant at the time. They took 2 games last year in that series, and the way in which they played, that spirit might have caught the attention of one Paul George and one Kawhi Leonard.
Plenty of games still ahead, Brent. Some discussion about shortening the regular season. Do you think that's going to happen?
I don't think it's going to happen.
Would you like to see it happen?
I like there's some percolating ideas out there that it might, and the idea of a 70-game season to me, it sounds really healthy. It sounds healthy for the players.
Healthy's a great word to use.
It sounds healthy for the coaching staff. It sounds healthy for the league, and it sounds healthy for the competition that you're going to get. Those 70 games, that will be some elevated play throughout the course of a regular season.
That's a great number. Now DeRozan. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Over in the corner, White. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. White's got 5 points so far.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Beverly against White. Now here's Beverly. He's covered closely, and Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Pass to Harrell. Back to Shamet. And Leonard has it in the corner. And nothing is falling for him right now. San Antonio's gone 2 of 2 from 3-point range here in the first quarter. Murray. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And it's DeRozan missing. The Clippers trail. Leonard with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. DeRozan against George. It's good. He scores. That's his first basket after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
Well, Paul George has definitely garnered some strength through the years now, and he's developed that over time in the offseason, being diligent with his work ethic and gets through contact on that play.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Williams has checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for San Antonio. Bellinelli comes in for Murray. Gay left side. Knocked loose. Leonard with the steal. Beverly against DeRozan. Now here's Beverly. Defense is right there. To the right side. The 3. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Well, there's some confidence right now in Patrick Beverly's game. He's got the green light, and that time took a little bit of a quick opportunity and nailed it.
Now here's DeRozan. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The 29th pick in 2017 by the Spurs. Their injuries last year created an opportunity for Derek White to show Greg what he can do with steady minutes.
And White at 6'4", capable of manning either guard spot. A shooter, a playmaker, and an all-defensive team in college. He is definitely a keeper.
First one falls for him. So for the Clippers, Ivica Zubac has checked in for Harrell, and it's Green in for Patrick Beverly. And San Antonio with the change here too. Damari Carroll's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And both free throws good for White. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Now here's Bellinelli. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. Here's Gay. And he banks in the layup.
And Rudy Gay with great concentration, even with the hand up there. Sees around it, sees through it, still scores.
LA has gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from three-point range so far in the first. Here's George. Makes it off the glass. George has got his second basket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Right the pass to Aldridge. Shoots over Zubac. And the Spurs scoring again.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Bounce pass from Williams. Here's Leonard. Another one falls for the Clippers.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Brent, offensive versatility all the rage now. Which guards do you think do the best job of generating offense with their back to the basket?
I don't know so much as these guys are playing with their back to the basket, Kevin, so much as they're finding ways to get the ball without a dribble at about 15 feet away from the basket. So one dribble, they're at the rim.
Right.
They're very effective at the mid-range. Chris Paul and DeMar DeRozan have had tremendous efficiency from those areas on the floor. So those are the kind of players that put some pressure on your defense because they're starting their offense so close to the basket, and they're effective with which they do it. Not on the post, not on the perimeter, and they're finding ways to be impactful.
Wide open look here for Zubac. The three-pointer, no good. Spurs have gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Here's Bellinelli. The shot will not fall, and the Clippers will come the other way. Here's Magruder. Aldridge is covering. Magruder passes to Zubac. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Marco Bellinelli picks one up.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The Clippers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. The first free throw is good. That one misses.
And in a league that's obsessed with threes and layups, LaMarcus Aldridge defying the trend, really feasting on a steady diet of mid-range jumpers.
Here's Magruder. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And a whole season still ahead of us. But it's well worth seeing how the updated power rankings shake out. You look at Atlanta. They're moving on up. 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
And San Antonio, they have just done a magnificent job of building chemistry. Higher on this list than many people expected. One of the great stories thus far.
And Mills kicks to Bellinelli. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. The pass to Magruder. The finish. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, when the break is on, a lot of guys look to attack. Magruder was the guy that time.
And that turnaround jumper of Aldridge's. Greg, just impossible to defend.
Long arms, that high release point. When it's falling, well, we saw him give OKC 56. This man can take over.
Drills it from outside.
For all the strides he's made in other parts of his game, Mills remains at his heart a dead-eye three-point shooter.
Inside, and Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Williams. Leonard's got 13.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Passes it to Kira. He kicks it to Mills. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That's on Lou Williams.
Really a great free throw shooter. It's unfortunate Mills gets to the line infrequently, partly because of the minutes.
The Spurs shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. The 55th pick back in 2009. Those picks don't hit very often, but Greg Patty Mills now with a decade in the NBA.
6'0" nothing. And that may be generous. The Australian Mills, a dangerous pull-up shooter, and he does not back down.
Maurice Harkless is checked in for Los Angeles. And both free throws good for Mills. Sometimes when a shooter misses a wide open shot, Brent, you hear, oh, he had too much time. I mean, is that really a thing?
I mean, in life, do we really have too? You never have too much time.
Never have too much time.
You can never have too much time.
I think about Marc Gasol, like in the finals and the playoffs last year. He would sit there and no one would even be around him.
And he's tiptoeing like, do I shoot? Do I shoot? I think it messes with you just in terms of the psychological part about, like, why isn't anybody guarding me here? Well, if you're a bad shooter, there's a really good reason why they're not guarding you.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's Magruder missing.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
Mills can't hit. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. A second chance effort. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
43 seconds left in the first quarter. And Mills kicks to Gay. On the wing, Bellinelli. He had a big outing in that Trailblazers game as well. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Dangerous in the catch and shoot. When Mills sets his feet, has great balance, he's tough to stop.
The Clippers shooting 44% overall here in the first quarter. Here's Magruder, and he comes up with the deuce. Magruder's got his second basket of the night.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Now here's Gay. He had 10 points in the win against Portland.
Lest us not forget about the work on the glass, Kevin. His effort level was a 10 that night out of 10.
To the wing on the left. The three from Mills. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And this is where Mills can get you. If you're the defender, you have to get up on the jump shot.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Paul George had that nasty broken leg back in 2014. He describes what inspired him to come back even stronger.
My inspiration really came from my mother. You know, her dealing with stroke, her dealing with really being down and out. You know, I saw her fight back. That was enough for me in my darkest days. I knew it was nothing to what my mom went through, and she came out perfectly fine. So.
Well, what a story. George worked hard to get back and is not disappointed in his return.
You know, recovering from a devastating injury is never easy, but George's perspective and commitment helped him to overcome it.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Mills at point with Bellinelli. They're the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Rudy Gay. And it's Lyles in at the 5, down low. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, my cousin LaMarcus Aldridge is not the flashiest player, but he is respected. His former teammate in Portland, C.J. McCollum, said he hasn't changed his game to try and fit the new NBA. He shoots mid-range, scores under the basket, strong as heck. He knows who he is. And Kevin, LaMarcus isn't really my cousin, but his game never goes out of style.
You're right, D.A., and he is still getting it done. Thank you. And that one falls for Bellinelli. The Italian Marco Bellinelli, one of the league's best sharpshooters, and Greg very comfortable shooting on the move.
He always seems to be floating one way or the other on his shot. It wouldn't work for most shooters, but he uses it to evade the D.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Shamet's checked in. Both free throws good from Bellinelli.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Williams looking around. Here's Zubac. Another shot. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
The Clippers have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. The first one falls. Murray's checked in for Bellinelli. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line. San Antonio trailing here. Mills passes to Lyles. Out to the right wing. Spurs passing it around. 6 to shoot. Kicks to Gay. And Harkless pulls it down.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go, even with the defense not really a factor.
And this is what the schedule looks like for the Clippers. On Sunday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up against Eric Bledsoe and the Milwaukee Bucks. And the first one drops. So for the Clippers, Harrell, he's checked in for Zubac, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Williams. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for San Antonio. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Mills looking it over. Pass to Purtle. Now here's Lyons. Lays it up and banks it in.
And when Pearl sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now, here's Shamet. No points in the game yet for him. The feed to Harrell. Good on the shot. And the Clippers lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Now Murray. Pass to Mills for 3. Green with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Beverley in the corner. Shamet with it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverley.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
George is checked in for Jermichael Green. Spurs trail by 3. To the inside, Mills. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Mills has got 13.
Mills showing some tremendous shot mechanics there. When he gets it going, he can light you up.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. White, he's checked in for San Antonio. Outside, George. They get it back. Goes back up. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
High motor, Montrezl Harrell. Think about Montrezl Harrell and the type of energy and effort that he brought last year to this team to help solidify, I guess, most of the culture piece of what Steve Ballmer wants this franchise to be about. That's playing hard, playing with energy, and having some enthusiasm for the competition. Montrezl Harrell wraps all those things up pretty nicely in the way he plays.
That's good from Harrell. And Montrezl Harrell, Brent, beloved in the locker room.
Well, he's beloved because every night when you go out on the floor with him, you know what you're going to get. A guy who is incredibly competitive, passionate, knows his role, and plays with a physical presence that he doesn't shy away from anybody that's on the floor. That's infectious.
Now, here's DeRozan. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. And yes, it's good.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
George against DeRozan. Step back shot. George, no good.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
And the rejection by Harrell. Pirtle's shot is off.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
DeRozan with it. And it's Lyles in the corner. Shoots it up. Paul George grabs the miss.
The shots like that drive coaches batty. I'll be shocked if he attempts that shot again.
A rebound by the Spurs. They can look forward to San Francisco after this game and a matchup against Golden State. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Portland.
I thought they had a solid game plan coming into that one, and then they made good adjustments along the way.
Well, the great thing about watching that game was that we saw it through their offense, and they showed a few different looks that they settled into and played well.
Down low and stolen by Harrell. There's Shamet, and the layup's good off the glass. Shamet's got his first points in this one.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
And White slams it in.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Clippers leading by 3. Here's George. A 38-point game for him in the win against the Utah Jazz.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
Here's Lyles. Paul George making his last shot. To the middle, stolen by Beverly. And now here's George, the fast break opportunity.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
And there's the pass to Lyles. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball. He's off from 17 feet. Spurs trail by 5. And here's White. 11 points in the game. Passes it to DeRozan. Over George. No good off the back of the rim. And so George will bring it up for the Clippers. Here's Beverly, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. San Antonio the foul.
There's something about Beverly. He seems to be one of the point guards who enjoys the physical contact out there, always looking for something.
And Brent, as you know, there aren't many players that can set a tone for a team, but Patrick Beverly is one of them.
And Patrick Beverly always embraces that role about setting the tone defensively on an opposing team's point guard, making sure that tonight, if you're going to beat the team that Pat Beverly plays on, you're going to have to go through them.
Spurs trail by 7. Now here's Murray. Last game we saw him score 14. He dishes it to Aldridge. Over Leonard. Aldridge can't get it to go. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Shamet, that one a little long.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look. That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
Los Angeles leading by 5. And Pirtle pulls it down. White drives in, and they pick up 2. White's got 13.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Beverly. 9-point game his last outing. Pass to Harrell. Back to Beverly. Loads it up there for Harrell.
Well, it's the golden age of point guards, and Patrick Beverly trying to show that he belongs amongst them. Great awareness on that play.
George against DeRozan. To the paint. Here's Aldridge. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. The Clippers in the lead. Shamet the pass to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
You see the athleticism there of Harrell, and does a great job of just wreaking havoc on that possession.
Now DeRozan. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Aldridge, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And a very steady season for him at the charity stripe last year. He was right at 85%.
And he makes the first.
Interesting to see how LaMarcus Aldridge has embraced more and more of a leadership role with this team. He knows he has what it takes to guide this team to higher heights.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Landry Shamet. And it's Williams in for Patrick Beverly. San Antonio also making some changes. Rudy Gay's checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Damari Carroll comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Bellinelli in for Murray. Now here's George. He's got 6. Shoots from the baseline. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
Looking now at some numbers from Montrezl Harrell. Good season for him last year. 5th in field goal percentage, and he's a shot blocker as well. Top 20 in that category last season. Great timing and challenges at the rim.
And yeah, he's one of the most efficient scorers in the league for sure. Moves without the ball, avoids taking the bad shots. That's why he was top 5 in field goal percentage last year. And that one is good from Zubac.
Now, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
And White kicks to Carroll. Here's Gay. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
And the first one at the line is good.
Capable of playing either forward, the versatility that Gay has, important in today's league for him to stay around.
Green, he's checked in for Harrell. Mills, he's checked in for San Antonio. Gay hits them both. Williams with the ball. He's got 5. Pass to Zubac. He kicks it to Leonard. Here's Magruder. Tries it from 19. And it's Leonard missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Carroll passes to Aldridge. Stolen by Zubac. And here's Leonard. He's got 13. Got a piece of it. Now the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
Well, you see the improvement in terms of high-level playmaking, a great understanding of all the offensive scheme that Kawhi Leonard possesses.
Again, the miss by the Spurs. Clippers leading by 5. Here's Magruder, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Mills with it, working on Zubac. Carroll with the 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Out to the wing. Here's Magruder. Offensive rebound. That shot off. Spurs trail by 5. We've got 1:28 left here in the second. Bellinelli passes to Mills. That shot misses. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Nobody near Leonard. Rebound San Antonio. Aldridge has got his 5th rebound in this one. And it's Mills with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. Dishes to Aldridge, and it's good for 2. Aldridge has got 8 points.
You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second.
59 seconds left in the first half. Outside Williams, the tray. A rebound by the Spurs.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
And now running up the court, Leonard. Oh!
Pretty good at coming up with steals. Last year, Lou Williams averaged 1.1 a game. That's a pretty good strength when you got that kind of speed.
Now here's Mills. 8 points his last outing. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Here's Leonard after the basket by San Antonio. There's 10 seconds left to play here in the half. 5 on the clock. Lets it go with the 3. It doesn't go for him. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers ahead, up by 3. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and the Jet, Kenny Smith. Let's get to it. The story early on was Kawhi Leonard, who was on fire. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. And taking a look at the Clippers, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Way too many turnovers, Ernie. I understand pushing the action, trying to make things happen, but you gotta be under control. Forced turnovers are one thing. Being completely careless is another. At least they have another half of basketball to improve.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Beverly and Shamet in the backcourt together. The two stars, George and Leonard, fill up the forward slots. And Harrell's in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's White. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. White inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Now here's Beverly. Passes to Leonard. Over Aldridge. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Beverly. 19 points for Leonard.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Well, you knew that Kawhi Leonard would be a huge name in the free agency market last summer, especially after winning his second finals MVP.
And Kawhi let the pieces fall before making his decision. Was the last major free agent to choose where he was going to play. Ended up shaking up the NBA in the process by joining the Clippers.
And he makes the first. Harkless is checked in for the Clippers. No good on the second free throw.
Many thought the Raptors or Lakers would land Kawhi, but in the end, he came to the Clippers to write his own legacy. Returning to Southern Cal, where he grew up, was a big part of his decision. The big surprise was how Kawhi was out recruiting other stars behind the scenes to join him with the Clippers.
Beverly against Aldridge. And it's Beverly missing.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Lays it up off the glass. Murray's got 9 points.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Now Beverly, 11 points in the game. Pass to Leonard. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Aldridge. Spurs trail by 6. Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's not an assignment that I want there, Kevin. I'd rather do math homework than to try and cover that guy.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Beverly. White finds DeRozan. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And now the fast break. George with the ball. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Spurs have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game. Don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
And here's Beverly. He brings it up for Los Angeles. The lead is 2. Unloads from 13. And it's White with the rebound. White's got 6 rebounds in the game. For the tie. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And he knocks down the first one. That one drops. He ties it up. Here's Beverly. 11 points in the game. Pass to Shamet. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's George. And he lays it straight in. George has got 8 points.
He does a lot of work on the perimeter, but don't let Paul George fool you. He can finish inside.
White against Beverly. Hurdle finds Murray. It's good. At that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Yeah, 80%. Is that a good number from the field? I think so. 4 of 5 here shooting. Terrific start.
Bounce pass from Beverly. Shoots a fader. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Yeah, I have no idea why he went with the fadeaway there. The defense was nowhere near him, and he should have just kept it simple.
And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. San Antonio making a switch here. Isles checked in. And the Spurs with possession. A big stretch here going 10-2. Leonard with the steal. Beverly against White. And the pass to Leonard. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, Kevin. He's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
White with it. 17 points in the game. And it's Aldridge missing. Kicks it out to Leonard. Lets it go from deep. San Antonio with the rebound. Miles got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Well, if he wants to make the defense work, he's got to start knocking down the threes. Only one so far in this game for him, and none since halftime.
Now let's take a look at Paul George, some stats on him. Coming off a terrific season. First in steals. And of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the 2nd most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. And that one falls for White. Los Angeles making a switch here. Zubats is checked in. So he gets them both. Here's Leonard. He's got 21. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
Rudy Gay's checked in for DeJounte Murray. Leonard hits them both.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
To the inside. Here's Aldridge. And the shot goes down. Aldridge has got 10 points. The Clippers have gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. Here's Beverly. 11 points in the game. Here's Leonard. Nice D from DeRozan. San Antonio's gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Gay in the corner. Back to DeRozan. Up top, Lyles. Shoots over Leonard. Lyles no good.
Pretty lax defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
Good work there as it goes.
Well, you got to have just great ball control when you're making a move like that, and Paul George definitely has the handles.
Here's White. Paul George making his last shot. And White kicks to Lyles. White against Beverly. White drives in. That one doesn't go. Empty that time from Leonard. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Green, he's checked in for the Clippers. Williams comes in for Patrick Beverly. The Spurs also with the sub. Mills, he's checked in for White. Williams passes to Zubac. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got 4 assists now tonight.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment. Goes straight to the rim.
Now here's Mills. He's got 15. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
When you are wrapped up that tightly in the mid-range, you are better off just moving the ball.
Yeah, that's one where you hope if he gets in there the next time, he makes a different choice.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Damari Carroll's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for DeMar DeRozan. Spurs trail by 6. Mills dishes to Gay. In the corner, it's Bellinelli. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on George.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls. And he makes the first but misses the second. Clippers leading by 5 to the middle. They shoot again, and it's Gay with the rebound. Spurs have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Mills passes to Lyles. And the rejection by Zubac. They get it back. Count it. 6 points for Rudy Gay.
Oh, the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
Williams in the post, covered by Mills. Shots good by Williams. And the Clippers lead by 5.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy just too much speed.
Greg, I'm just so impressed with the level of finesse and craftiness that Lou Williams always plays with.
And Kevin, you don't stay a perennial 6th Man of the Year candidate at Williams' age without having more than a few tricks up your sleeve. He's so good in tight spaces and can find a way to get a shot up where others just have to kick it out.
And so here are the Clippers following the bucket by the Spurs. Rudy Gay on the wing. It's rebounded by Leonard. Leonard's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. Right side, Green for the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got his 3rd assist on the night. And Mills kicks to Lyles. Passes it to Kira. Back to Lyles. Spurs working the ball around now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, and the junkyard dog just showing his aggressiveness attacking the rack.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on that one. For the Clippers, Montrezl Harrell comes in for Ivica Zubac. And Rodney McGruder's subbed in for Kawhi Leonard. So we can't get either to fall. Well, Brent, you look at the explosive numbers George has put up. A lot of it has to do with how he runs the pick and roll.
Incredible at his size and his ability to read the defenses in pick and roll situation. Anytime there's a defender that decides to go under on Paul George from the perimeter, he can let that thing rip from the three-point line. Last year, I think you saw him with the most poise that he's ever played with in his career. I expect that to continue.
Throw good, Paul George.
Well, for so much of what Paul George brings to the table, you have to start with his defensive impact. He is one of the top defenders in the league at his position, if not the best.
Now here's Mills. He's got 15. You look at George with all he does, Greg, you sometimes forget how good his perimeter defense is.
Well, I mean, his teammates and coaches won't ever forget about the impact he has on that end. Even when George isn't scoring or the shot isn't falling, he is still a monster on the floor just with his defense alone.
First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Here's Magruder. There's the dish to Harrell. Kicks it to Williams. George looking around. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Williams. Shoots over Mills. And the Clippers miss again.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Down low. Here's Lyles. Good on the 7-footer.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Clippers. 4-point game. Pass to Magruder. He kicks it to Harrell. The pass to Williams. Beyond the arc. The shot off that time. So the Spurs will take it the other way. Here's Mills. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Nice job by Patty getting to the inside there. He has such good quick feet. Tough to keep up with him.
1:36 left to play in the third. Over in the corner, Williams fires from deep. Rebound, San Antonio. Lyles got 6 rebounds now in the game. Mills with it. He's against Williams. Outside, Bellinelli buries the long-range jumper. Bellinelli's got 6.
Well, a pretty decent distributor at his position. Rudy's good at getting rid of the ball that time.
George with the ball. Kay picks him up defensively. .58 seconds left in the third quarter. Green finds George. Clock at 6. They need this one. Rebound, San Antonio. And here's Mills. He's got 19. Pass to Bellinelli. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, this is something he's working on. A good natural leader from the point guard position wants to help out by becoming a better facilitator.
Clippers trail by 4. Pass to Magruder. Back to Williams. Left side, George. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. George has got 9 points here in the second half. San Antonio's gone 7 of 10 shooting from three-point land tonight. Excellent numbers from outside. And that one drops. And the Spurs lead by 3.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Yeah, showing some strength in the paint there. Tough rebound.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Spurs lead by 3. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, Greg, is peripheral vision.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. San Antonio leading by 3. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the floor for San Antonio, Bellinelli is out there with DeJounte Murray. Then there's Rudy Gay. Then there's Jakob Poeltl. And it's Carroll in at the small forward.
You always talk about the first 2 steps in transition, and Paul George out quick and decisively that time.
Murray with it. Now Green defending. Murray dishes to Gay. Back to Murray. Kicks to Carroll. Puts up a 3. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carroll. White, he's checked in for San Antonio. And Los Angeles guys shooting the ball at 42%. Williams passes to George. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. San Antonio leading. And Murray, here we go. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And making his return from the ACL tear, DeJounte Murray, long, athletic, and young, he still has a very bright future.
Free throw good, Murray. And Murray winning second team all defense in 2018. And Greg, at that time, he was only 21.
And that's been his strong suit. If he can hit perimeter shots consistently, he can be a star.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. He doesn't get the second one.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
And that one's good, Shamet.
A really good decision there from Paul George, quick to find the open man.
Beverly against White. Pass to Pirtle. Now Carroll. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Unloads from 9. That one wide left.
The defense did a really good job of choking off the middle there once he got inside.
Here's Gay, and they cash in right away with the quick shot. And the Spurs lead by 1.
Well, he's dialed in right now in the in-between game. I'd love to see Rudy Gay capitalize there.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. George against Gay, and it's George finishing it off. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Now here's Murray. From about 16, and he hits the jump shot. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Shamet, the pass to Harrell. He kicks to George. Again, the Clippers. And so White will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. They trail by 1. Elbow shot. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Derek White picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that's number 4. Definitely something to keep track of as we move forward.
Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Green. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for San Antonio. DeRozan comes in for DeMar Carroll, and it's Harrell missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
And that one falls for White. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Now here's Leonard. He feeds it to Beverly. And stolen by White. DeRozan against George. DeRozan gets the bucket.
And after a scoreless first half, you're starting to see signs of life here in the second.
Here's Beverly. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Harrell kicks to George. Poked loose. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Finished off the break. Now it's a 5-point Spurs lead.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Clippers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. White against Beverly. There's the pass to Shamet. Rebound by Murray.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Inside. White dishes to Aldridge. Shoots over Leonard. Aldridge misses. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Not something we're used to seeing in this offense, but tonight it may be just about give Kawhi the ball and get out of the way.
Yeah, easy call.
Zubac is checked in for the Clippers. First free throw is good. He's perfect from the line this time. Clippers trail by 5. Here's George. They get the rebound. Beverly for 3. He can't get it to go.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Murray, here we go.
Fundamental footwork and boxing out there that allowed him to rip that ball right off the rim.
Hurdle's shot is off.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
San Antonio leading by 3. At the elbow, it's Aldridge. Pirtle kicks to Murray. Buries it from 3-point range. Murray's got 8 here in the quarter.
Not a shot the coaches are going to draw up often for him, and he makes it with the defense closing in.
Passes it to Leonard. Over Aldridge. That one rolling around and rims out.
And they continue to control the glass.
And pushing it out. Here's Los Angeles. Pulls up. Count that one.
George out there moving the rock and figuring out where his teammates were to have success on that possession.
White against Beverly. DeRozan. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from George.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively.
Now here's DeRozan. Beverly looking around. Pass to Leonard. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. Offline with his 3. And Murray's got the ball here for the San Antonio Spurs. They lead by 4. White the pass to Aldridge. Murray outside. White dishes to Aldridge. Make it 5 for 10 with him in that bucket.
It's an underrated strength of LaMarcus Aldridge, able to power in the shot even when being fouled.
Now Beverly. From outside the arc. Rebound San Antonio. Murray's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. The pass to Pirtle. To the middle. Here's DeRozan. Makes a fantastic move and nails the shot. DeRozan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Los Angeles has gone into a funk from downtown in the 4th. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Now, here's George, and that one drops for him. George has got 17 points here in the second half.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
George against DeRozan. And it's Aldridge missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting about 47% here in the 4th. Here's George, and he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Passes it to Pirtle. DeRozan dishes to Pirtle. Back to DeRozan. Just 5 on the clock. 3-pointer. And that one is off. Excellent D there from George. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you can just see he's a different player since coming back from halftime.
And the Clippers making a change here. Green's checked in.
With Paul George, it's pretty awesome. You get the whole package. You get great scoring. You get good playmaking and rebounding. You get a defender with active hands. And there's a lot of things about Paul George that can elevate everything you do to have great team success.
San Antonio calls timeout. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Derek White.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hands.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Greg Popovich talking to his team during the break. He wants them to maintain their balanced attack, but he told them they're doing a great job of finding space out on the perimeter, which has led to all those good shots. He likes the rhythm and the flow of this offense. He just told them, keep shooting it with confidence. Kevin?
Here's Green after the basket by San Antonio. Kicks it to George. And he converts the layup. George has got 30.
Boy, in a close game, it's nice to have him on your side. He's gone 7 of 9 here in the 4th to give them some life.
Now, here's Aldridge. Gets that one to fall. That's his 6th field goal. He has shot the ball 12 times.
Well, he wants the ball in the big moment. There you go. Aldridge shows he can put the team on his back if they need him.
Here's Beverly. To the paint. Here's Leonard, and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Oh, you could see it from the moment he caught the ball. Leonard looking to rise to the occasion, making the big shot to help the team out.
And it's Murray penetrating. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist by Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
In these types of situations, this team turns to Pirtle. He is more than ready for any challenge that comes his way. And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Now here's White. Out to the right wing. Down low. From 11 feet away. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 7th rebound here tonight to take the lead. San Antonio with the rebound. Feeds to DeRozan. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. And the Spurs lead by 3. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. We've got 1:08 left to play in the final quarter. Leonard on the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Got it! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Whoa, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now, here's DeRozan. Here's White. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Now, let this be a reminder. When you're going up for a shot, it's always important to know where Kawhi Leonard may be lurking.
Here's DeRozan. Here's Murray. There's the feed to DeRozan. Second chance shot. Good.
And they do have a foul to give.
And the Clippers call time here. They're down by 3. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, I think that's a great point, GA. Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
Zubac is checked in for Green. Beverly finds George. And again, no good by the Clippers. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Outside DeRozan. Nailed from three-point land. Now it's a 6-point Spurs lead.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, a great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They trail by 6. 9 seconds left in the game. Nine seconds left in the 4th. Kept alive. Pass to Shamet. From deep. The shot, no good. And so it's San Antonio with the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thank you. DeMar, we know this team has offensive options, but it looks like there's great confidence defensively now.
Yeah, we have to be. That's what we got to do. If we play defense, we know we can score the basketball whenever we want. We just got to get stopped.
Very impressive, DeMar. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time